Grenfell Tower, it seems, is now a giant tomb. Fire staff can't even access some of the rooms to see how many more bodies there may be inside. It's just too unsafe. Experts will have to shore the rooms up to allow them to be searched without the floors giving way. That means finding out exactly how many people died could be very, very slow.
This is a large building. There will be a large amount of building work required internally. We call it internal shoring, where structures will need to be built to ensure the floors are safe.
To people who campaign on behalf of housing for the poor, Grenfell Tower also stands now as a monument to neglect. All the warnings from the residents that the place was a death trap, they say, were batted away by the local authority and the private company it hired to maintain the building. Saying, "We told you so," now hardly gets rid of their anger.
These private companies are only interested in work here for a profit. So that whole system needs to be looked at again. Human lives are more valuable than money.
The central allegation that the local government simply didn't invest properly in safety echoes a far wider concern about the state of social housing in London. All over the city, local councils have cut investment in older blocks to sell the land off for expensive private housing where fire safety is never a problem. The focus here now is simultaneously on exactly how many people died, how on earth the fire managed to spread so quickly, but also very serious questions about whether the local government failed in its duty of care to look after the people living inside the block. In other words, the fire has become a political event. Which explained why the Prime Minister was seen touring the site. She then said there would be an inquiry.
We need to know what happened. We need to have an explanation of this. We owe that to the families, to the people who have lost loved ones, friends, and the homes in which they lived.
But the opposition leader, Jeremy Corbyn, a long-time critic of government housing policy, linked the disaster directly to economic measures starving local councils of funding.
The resources have to be found because you cannot allow people to live in a dangerous state. And that is a worry, obviously, but the resources have to be found.
The government's already been accused of burying a report on a fire in another tower block in 2009 in which 6 people died. But this, it seems, may finally be so shocking that they have to address how the poor are housed. Laurence, Al Jazeera, London.